warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Vicky Nuriatalha. I am from 4 PBIE2 English Education in Unisno Jepara. Okay, in here, I will explain and discuss with you some material in speaking for academic purpose. And the material consists opinions, discussion on correct issue, discussion on specific issue, telephoning, interview, and job interview. In this material, there is asking and giving opinion, agreement, and disagreement. Okay, next. What is asking and giving opinion? Asking and giving opinion is an expression used to ask, answer, or respond to an opinion. When we are talking with friends or family, many things we often talk about. For example, asking an opinion about one day or asking something else. Okay, we can use expression for asking opinion. The example, what do you think? Blah blah blah. Or do you agree with me? Or don't you think that's blah blah blah? And etc. Okay, next expression of giving opinion. The example, in my experience, blah blah blah. In my opinion, blah blah blah. According to me, blah blah blah, and etc. Okay, next about agreement and disagreement. What is agreement and disagreement? Okay, agreement and disagreement is an expression that agree or disagree with the opinion of other. Okay, expression for agreement. For example, I agree with you. You're right. That's right. That's true. Or I feel the same way. Blah blah blah, and etc. Okay, next expression for disagreement. For example, I disagree about blah blah blah. I don't agree with you. I cannot agree with you, and blah blah blah, and etc. Okay, the second material about discussion on correct and specific issue. So, what do you think? Discussion? Discussion is a way of exchanging idea which is done through deliberation. When we are having a discussion with a lot of people, we must use good and polite language, right? And when expressing opinions, use language that is easy to understand and polite. So, how to open or start discussion? We can use an expression. For example, today we are here to discuss about blah blah blah. Let me start and deliver the discussion topic. Or let me initiate the discussion. The topic is blah 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 and etc. And how introducing the present? So, if you open or start the discussion, you must to introduce yourself and your partner. For example, let me introduce myself and my partner. I am Vicky Nuriatalha and my partner is Rorin. We are from English Education in Unisno Jepara. Or let me introduce myself. My name is Vicky Nuriatalha. I am from English Education in Unisno Jepara. Okay, next, how to express opinion. If you want to express your opinion, you can use an expression. For example, what do you think about blah blah blah? Do you agree with me? Or if you want to express agreement, so you can use an expression. For example, I totally agree with you. I feel the same, and etc. And if you want to express disagree, you can use an expression. For example, I'm afraid, I disagree. I don't agree with you about blah blah blah, and etc. So next, how to close a discussion. You can use an expression. For example, well, thank you for your keen attention to join the presentation. Or thank you very much for your great attention, ladies and gentlemen, and etc. Okay, The next material or the third material about telephoning. I believe that you all must be using the phone, right? But this time we will discuss is formal telephone in a professional business or organization. Okay, next, how to answer the phone. A professional business start the company name first, followed by a greeting and the name of the individual answering the call. For example, Unis Nuju Para, good morning, this is Vicky. Or in an organization, person answering the phone should identify himself. The company name is not required. For example, good morning, Vicky speaking, or Vicky speaking. Okay, next about telephone etiquette. So, if you answer an formal telephone, there are many things to pay attention. The first, answering the phone using a formal greetings. So, if you answer the phone in official or in organization, you can use a good and polite language. And the second, speak clearly, so that the person we are talking to understand what we are talking about. And next, listen and learn. Listen carefully to customer. Always allow to caller time to finish his talk and ask that clarify information. Be sure to confirm understanding with the caller before moving forward. And the last, end calls with a final offer of assistance. So we have to offer help to the caller before end calls. Okay, the next material about interview and job interview. Do you have experience in interview? Okay, what do you think about interview? Interview is a question and answer activity orally to obtain information. Actually, interview and job interview are almost the same. There are only slight differences. If interview were held with the aim of getting to know prospective student better in the school or the university. But in job interview are held with the aim of finding out information about the job applicants. Okay, some common question in an interview and a job interview. If interview, the first, usually you will be asked about yourself. You have to introduce yourself. For example, you can mention your name, your age, where did you graduate from, your daily activity, and etc. Okay, then you will be asked about your family. You must to tell about your family. Then the reason why you interest this module. Then what your future plan, and next correlation with your previous study, and etc. Okay, next, if in job interview, the same in interview, first you will be asked about yourself. You must to introduce yourself, your name, your age, where did you graduate from, your daily activity, and etc. And then what position are you applying for? So in here you have to explain the position you want. And next, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, and here you have to explain about your planning in future. Then the reason why you interest for work in this company. And next, what are your strengths and weakness? And last, usually you will be given the opportunity to ask questions about you want to know. For example, do you have any question? When do you an interview or a job interview, you must answer the question calmly and according to your experience. Okay, I think enough from me to explain, describe some material in speaking for academic purpose. And thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.